Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 610. I am your host who has been drinking too much of his own mead for his own good. I am Circuit Bane, and we are here to bring the Brony community for this week. And we are also joined by a wonderful group of panelists who are getting ready for, some of them are getting ready for a big convention that's coming out in a few days. We are, of course, joined by DM21.
Been pretty heavy lately.
Deathlight.
Hi.
Textalion.
Hey.
Tokoi.
I had to reprint several pieces of the cosplay, and I'm mad.
And of course, from the Otaku Ascended, anime extraordinaire, and causing explosions behind him whenever he poses, Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I'll make you do the goddamn poses with me too.
I'll do it! Come on, bring it! Go to Sentai!
Sentai poses? If it's Sentai poses, I'm all for it.
It's gotta be Sentai poses. That's how you get the explosions.
I mean, they pulled that joke in the second episode. Like he made them all help him with the weapon, and then like when the thing is dying, they just all are standing in the Sentai poses.
I haven't seen that yet. I've only seen the first episode. That's all they had when I finally caught up with that.
Oh my god, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's coming into anime. I'm happy it's actually seeing its...
No, this isn't the first time that this has gone to anime. This is the first time they isekai'd to somebody from that.
No, I understand that because Go-Go Lose Range from 2 seasons ago.
Well, there's that, and there was also another one, but yeah, they've been really dipping into the Sentai pool lately, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, I know Gotcha Man
Yeah.
did some of that back in the day, but that was early Sentai.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Sentai takes on it is Love After World Domination.
Oh yeah, I think that I remember that
That is
one.
good.
Yeah, actually, it's funny that Gotcha Man has also had something fairly recent.
True.
Although it's not a great one, but it was at least an attempt.
Yeah.
Hey, anything to try to keep some relevancy, because I don't keep up with anime, but damn.
You really, well, I'd say you really should, but dear world, that is a well that you will die in.
I've been keeping up with Sentai, and goddamn, Boom
That is
Boom
another
Killer
well you will
just
die in.
Just got friggin' darker.
Sentai is not quite the deep well, but it is quite the well. I mean, you got like 35 plus years of normal Sentai, then you got Goro, and then you got the bug one, and I think you also got just offshoots all over the place.
A lot of the fact is that Sentai, along with Rider, were not
Right, Kamen Rider, thank you, yeah.
Kamen Rider, yeah.
Yeah, they were not game-breaking because they were like the costume hero. They were groundbreaking because it's like this is grounded characters in a world. Yeah, there's magic and whatnot, but it started out as grounded spy or grounded cyborg fighting an organization.
But do you know what else is grounded?
My lack of understanding.
Well, you also got to make sure you have your wubs well grounded, or else they're going to shake up the floor. And what better way to do that than with a little bit of wub? That's right, it's time once again for everybody's favorite time of the week. Or at least mine, because it means I get to talk about whatever I feel like for the moment.
Wow.
And that is What's Up, Bronies? So, we like to start off this wub by saying, What's up, Bronies?
I'm having to sacrifice some parts of the cosplay, but as long as I have stuff I can paint by at the very least that Monday, I should be good.
So you're getting down to the final moments, huh?
Yep, and my chest piece was too damn small.
Wait, by Monday? I thought doesn't it doesn't start at the end of this week? Or
No,
is it next week? Oh, it's next. Oh, you still got 2 weeks left. Okay, never mind. I apologize.
Yeah.
I thought you had a less time than that.
You are fine. However, at the end of this week, it is Cole's train show, so that's
Probably another one I was thinking of. The Cole show. Yeah. I hope he has a good time with the train show, though. I know he's the boy loves trains.
choo choo.
I secretly know a lot about trains too.
Yeah.
Let's face it, most of us that have the tism know of trains.
Well,
yeah, I'm currently watching TQ Future. ToQger, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
imagination.
little bit of what's a burning going on with me. I've gotten into dangerous territory. I have figured out how to build an emulation station out of a $100 PC.
Oh boy.
And I've been doing that over the weekend. I currently have a little system that's running Bacotera that has more NES games than I know what to do with, more SNES games than I can count. Oddly enough, only a few 64 games, and I've recently plugged in a few PlayStation 2, and PSP games just to test its abilities, and it can even run PS2 games without a problem. So I've opened up quite the can of worms, and I could just keep adding to this thing as long as I have hard drive space.
The original Kingdom Hearts and original Cage too.
Which is the funny thing about all of that is I own physical copies of both the original Kingdom Hearts and KH2 and Chain of Memories.
I always forget that you can get that as its own thing.
Yeah.
On Game Boy Advance.
I also have all 3 of those games for the PlayStation 2.
No, you got Chain of Memories. Probably
No. I got the original Chain of Memories, man.
No, I was talking about Deathlight.
Oh, Deathlight. Yeah. That one I didn't bother getting the PS2 copy because it's all the same Chain of Memories now.
Also, you have Adult Sora when you had Kid Sora. The disconnect's kind of what?
Not exactly. Kind of.
No, the voice I'm referring to.
There was barely any voice in the Game Boy Advance version because of the voicing. Because, I mean, it was a
well,
Game Boy Advance for God's sake.
Voiced Recom.
I'm tempted to play that now just to see if that's correct or not, because I swear they didn't. Just because it would be a mess. It would be a nightmare for audio there.
Yeah, they're still doing 8-bit stuff or 16-bit.
Well, it was like
audio
it was like 16-bit, but it was 16-bit and a single speaker that was on a little handheld device in the freaking 2000s.
Yeah, Recom has fully voice acted.
Oh, Recom, yes, Recom is different. I'm talking about the original Com.
No, I know the original doesn't have anything.
Thank you. Thank you. Fan dub? What? Never mind.
Oh yeah, someone did a fan dub of Chain of Memories.
Of course they did. Of course it. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be so flabbergasted. I mean, I got a copy of Persona. I found I'm not gonna lie. It's interesting to try to find ROMs nowadays. I know how to find them, but they're not as easy as just searching it through Google nowadays, which I'm guessing is, the reason why they made it a little more difficult to find, because Nintendo's a little trigger happy with that stuff nowadays.
Also, trying to find ones that are not infected with malware to try to put viruses in your damn computer.
Not as hard as you might think, but if your entire system is an emulation station, they can virus it all they want. They're not going to get anything out of it.
Yeah.
The whole thing is basically built off of Linux, so yeah, there is nothing they can do.
Oh, okay.
I've been
I thought you were just doing it through Windows. Never mind that.
No. Batocera apparently runs through Linux, but I gotta tell you, doing content scraping is a nightmare to try to figure out. Once you do, it's great, but it's a nightmare initially. And I still can't find a way to get... I want to get the Dr. Discord screen on one of the games, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, or it's going to be very difficult. That's a whole nother kettle. Let's just say I'm learning a lot in the process, and because of it, I also have an interesting way of archiving now that I can literally plug in a SATA drive into a USB port, an internal SATA drive into a USB port, and just archive off of that, which is so much cheaper than getting an external one. I'll tell you that. Very, very much cheaper. But anyway, that's my little what's up running going on there, other than the fact that I'm still working on my plans for... Right. I actually do got some news in regards to our plans for BabsCon. Now, some of you old-timers out there that were in the early shows might remember one of our past panelists called Comet Starshot.
He was a fun character.
He's going to BabsCon.
Uh-oh.
How did that happen, aside from, I know, hanging out with you and Blanked?
God, I don't know either. In all honesty, we told him and Blanked about BabsCon, and Blanked was also hoping to be on board, but unfortunately work and life situations are going to be affecting him around that time, so he cannot make it. But Comet Starshot did say yes. He is interested in joining in. He mostly just wants to use it as a time to hang out and catch up with all of us, but he is going to be attending BabsCon. So some of you out there may get a chance to finally see an old school panelist in action as kind of slightly his last hurrah into Bronydom. Though I can't say that for 100% certain. He might still do another convention at some point, but he is jumping in for Babs, and I can 100% confirm it because I basically gave him money for a plane ticket. So, yeah. Yeah, I can pretty much confirm he's going to be here because we paid for him to fly. So,
Well, second, we have been with you long enough that I remember when those two were your roommates.
yeah. One not quite as long, but he'll be my roommate again for a little while at least, so that'll be cool. Anyway, that's a little What's Up Brony going on with me for the most part. Anybody else have any other quick What's Up Brony before we go ahead and move on to the news?
My right hand has been kind of iffy lately. It was quite well with the game earlier, but during the day it was just like seized up, not wanting to do anything, and that's part of the disease, quote unquote, that I'm currently going through, and it's becoming more harder and unpredictable when I have motion in my right arm or right hand. So that's not fun. That's not fun.
That really is not fun. I really do. I hope that it can go away by taking care of yourself for something there. You know.
I can only mitigate it. I can't get rid of it entirely.
Well, mitigation is still pretty good too. It still sucks either way. Still sorry to hear that, man.
It's gotten worse since last year. I don't know how bad it could have gone.
Maybe see a doctor about it.
Then.
See if anything else can be done.
I'm seeing doctors about it. It's a process.
Hopefully, it's a process that'll give you good results in the future, man.
I have a feeling what it is, but I'm not confident on saying what additionally is affecting me because it's not confirmed yet.
All right. Still gonna hope for the best for you, man. Anybody else have any other quick What's Up Bernie to throw out there before we go ahead and move on?
How are we enjoying the cold?
Honestly, I had a worse situation with the cold yesterday than today, just because they turned off my power for 6 hours, and obviously, no power for 6 hours in a house that needs to be heated by power. Obviously, you're going to get cold after. It's going to get cold after a while.
Yeah, that is a burr right there.
Yeah, I was out of the house the whole time, but when I got home, they just barely turned the power back on, so I was basically wrapped in a blanket for about an hour while I was waiting for things to heat up. Fortunately, there was no Let's Play because of that, which I'm sure bummed out our wonderful Pal World people here.
Yeah, well, I was working like -10 today until about noon, and then it gone up to 0 degrees. That was the high for today. Then it calmed back down.
Hey, at least it got to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took off my boots to get into the shower, and I realized my right foot was slightly frostbitten.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh well. Hopefully you got that taken care of.
Yeah, I just decided to wait for a while, let my foot just air warm up, and then I got into the shower because you don't want to immediately introduce hot onto something when it's been that cold, because that's how you get swelling and possibly for your skin to split.
Yeah, I think the recommendation is to pour cold water on it, which would suck in the cold weather, but yeah.
Well, when you're so cold, I've actually done that before. Like, I knew I was really cold, so I just turned on the shower to the coldest setting, then I slowly turned it up, and even on the coldest setting, the water felt hot.
Ooh, shit. Oh, that sucks.
It's horrible. Bad.
I'm glad you're hopefully feeling better at least.
Oh yeah, I'm doing fine now. My foot's just a little bit swollen because I did a little bit too quickly.
You know what? I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that.
And on Thursday, I almost became Jesus.
Okay, are we talking about?
I have an auto. I use an auto pick.
Oh.
Basically, what we use those for is to undo seals and whatnot. So it's really sharp, fine pick that you use basically just break seals like around your coolant systems and everything else.
Yeah.
It's also a great hole punch.
Oh.
My hand slipped, and it went straight into my palm.
Whoa.
The bone stopped it.
That's not much better.
Jesus.
That's not much better. Well, I mean, yeah, you're kind of not wrong there, but no.
It's fine. It was into my numb hand anyways. I didn't feel it till it hit the bone.
There's so much wrong with that statement. I can't even know. I don't even know where to begin. But I'm glad you're okay for the most part. I really am glad you're okay.
I got it as soon as it happened. I got it rinsed it out. Then I put rubbing alcohol on it because we didn't have anything else. And I sat there until the shock wore off because it's not that great.
Yeah, no, I think the shock would have definitely been interesting to say the least.
Yeah, for me, every time I go into shock, I go deaf.
Oh.
And I just don't feel anything. So I just kind of sat there with a handful of rubbing alcohol until I could feel pain again.
That's a statement that you never thought you'd hear in a day.
Yeah.
Well, still, I'm glad you're okay for the most part, but oh my world.
It didn't get infected or anything, so because I did it quick enough.
I almost want
Puncture
to
wounds.
I almost want to try to get you into a nice typing job, but at the same time, I know that would probably be a different level of hell. Ugh.
My hands are so screwed up I can't actually type, and I'm dyslexic.
Fair
So I'm
enough.
sitting there. I have to watch what I'm typing all the time, so I can't just watch the screen and type.
Well, how about we go ahead and get into some news then? I think we've had enough.
Real quick thing for
Yeah,
puncture
go ahead.
wounds.
Mhm.
You want to make sure to clean out as soon as possible because punctures have a bad tendency of swelling, which is how they get horribly infected. Because if you don't get on it quickly enough, you might be able to get the top layer clean, but the very bottom layer is gonna get infected and nasty.
Isn't that the whole tetanus thing about?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Advice from the person who apparently keeps getting caught up into damages like this. Clean your wounds quickly and thoroughly.
Yes. And if you go into shock, even better. You don't feel the pain of the alcohol and everything else.
So I'm going to go ahead and keep feeling the pain of this alcohol with my mead here and go ahead and go into the news. Starting off, we're going to jump into the convention news. HarmonyCon, as we mentioned, is just a week and a half away. I'm sure the people are excited to go. I'd be excited too if I was going, but unfortunately that is going to be delayed until next year when BabsCon is no longer a thing for me, and then that means that those funds can be freed up to go into HarmonyCon. So HarmonyCon 7 is going to be my next go-to. Hopefully they don't announce that that'll be the last one, but from what I understand, it seems to be doing bigger and better every year, so I highly doubt it. Please don't prove me wrong. I don't want to be wrong anymore this year. Anyway, so yeah.
It's just the start of the year, so you don't have much to be wrong about.
I don't. Anyway, HarmonyCon is coming up in a week and a half, so if you are in the Dallas or even the Texas area, I hope you attend and I hope you have a great and fun time. Next, of course, is the next convention after that will be almost 2 months afterwards, which will be the Festival of Friendship over in Southampton, United Kingdom, which is going to be a great and fun time, I'm sure, and we'll probably talk a little bit more about that in the weeks to come. And, of course, Ponies Online a couple of weeks after that. So, we'll be talking more about those conventions as they start to come up. We just have the nice little... we had the Vancouver that was recently wrapped up. That was pretty good. And, of course, yep, a lot of good stuff. A lot of fun stuff. Beer. Let's move on.
Beer.
Sorry, I've been drinking quite a bit here. I didn't expect the Scotch whiskey to hit me so hard, but oh my world! Apparently, a shot and a half is enough to knock me on my loop, and then just sipping on my meat is not helping. But this was a holiday meat I cracked for New Year's Eve, and I just wanted to finally finish it. So
For a second, I thought you said meat.
it might as well be meat because it thrives me. It makes me feel meaty. Wild Mains! So who missed Wild Mains? I kind of did because we are low on pony content. But apparently we are not low on Wild Mains, as a new episode has come up. And of course it is going back to the standard tropes of finding themselves in the middle of a situation. Coco being the lead and saying, "I wonder how we got here," and they find out how we got here. Of course, I could talk a little bit more about the whole thing. It's a pretty good lesson altogether about trying to keep calm when certain situations, and that taking time for yourself is always a good thing. And I think what was the term? Macaromania? Macaromania, I think might be the term that came out with us. It was a fun term. But yeah, no, we got wild mains again, so if you are very starved for pony content, well, we got some horses here that might do well enough for you. I actually went by a Walmart a few days ago, and they have a bunch of wild mains toys. I didn't see any pony either, so I guess that kind of tells you where that's going. But some of you are saying, Circuit, I want pony stuff. I don't care if it's G5 even. Just give me pony. Well, we got some pony. Because a G5 Switch controller has been made available over in Europe. So, yes, a full-on... This is the controller we talked about. We actually talked about it several weeks ago during a convention that they were showing off a bunch of pony merch. And, oh, looky, it is Pip and Zip on a Switch controller over in Europe. And guess what? I ordered it. Funny enough, I didn't order it off of Amazon. I ordered it from somewhere else. But it was Europound though, so I paid like $40 for the thing.
Yay, shipping!
$40 for a custom controller like that ain't bad.
Well, it's $40, but it's $40 after conversion.
Yeah,
Because
that's not too bad.
yeah, if you look at the price, it says $21.76, but that is in European pounds. Or
Yeah,
in
That's UK pound.
UK pounds. Thank you. I was actually about to correct that, but thank you.
And
In
you also
UK
have to
pounds,
love the
which
shipping.
yeah, the pound is more
Less
valuable than the dollar. So
I wonder why.
so yeah,
Why did it become more
21.76 pounds, 11.16 delivery. It's like 32 pounds or 33 pounds. That is easily over $40 in US currency.
That'll be 50 or 60 in my currency.
Yeah, it's even worse in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
Canada!
now-
Oh shit!
Right now, $1 is 81 pounds sterling. Point 81, sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, 81 pounds sterling. I'd be moving to Europe immediately, but no.
Yeah, be rich.
I'm rich. Let's go to Europe. Let's go to the
It'll
UK. We'll buy the Queen. Wait, she's
It'd
dead.
be like-
We'll buy the
it'll be
Queen's
like
corpse.
going to-
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
It'll be like going to a third world country and you're the richest person there.
Yeah. But in all honesty, in all honesty, it is still really cool to see this, and I immediately jumped on this day of finding out about this. So I will get this controller, and I will give a review of it. It is also usable in PC. Maybe I'll use this for my emulation station.
Wait, it's also for PC?
Yep.
Yep.
For use on Switch and PC, because it uses a USB port.
I love how.
So it's not wireless.
Oh my goodness.
It's not wire. Well, oh, it is wireless apparently.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it.
jeez.
Yeah.
Got a little.
But it's Bluetooth wireless, so what are you gonna do? Yeah, but yeah, you can use it, and it's just a pain that you have to get it across the pond. But
Somewhere waiting for me.
actually, gets it if it's completely wireless and with a lithium-ion battery, $40. That is not a bad price for a controller like that. That is actually really good. Actually, that is really good. I think.
Yeah.
Of course, I tried Bluetooth controllers way back when they're first trying to do it, and I got absolutely fed up with it, and I always got like the dongle controllers after that.
No, I get that. A good dongle controller will do wonders for you, but if you got a good enough system that can handle Bluetooth like a champ, it does mean the world sometimes. Just be able to lounge back without a cord and be able to play a game is really nice.
Of course, I'm a hardcore gamer, and I like having a cord because that means almost zero latency.
Hey, I'm with you, but I've also had really good wireless connections that have zero latency too. But I've also seen the really bad wireless too.
Yeah.
So I
I've
feel
had
you.
both ends of the spectrum. Probably
Yeah.
the best controllers I've had that had like zero latency for wireless was just Xbox 360 controllers.
Well, do you know what's something that we also didn't have?
Hmm.
A kaiju battle in MLP Generation 5.
It needs to happen.
It
No,
did happen.
unfortunately.
It did happen, but we never got it in full. Episode 31 of Tell Your Tale has Izzy going. They have an animatic of episode 31, the episode we will never officially see, but we do got the animatic, and it looks like this one was Izzy going overboard as usual, but unfortunately making a junk Kaizo monster, and literally fighting against the junk Kaizo with a giant Senor Butterscotch Kaizo.
What?
Exactly.
Okay, so
This is the kind of stuff that you need to see. I am not kidding around.
Okay, so basically, Izzy created a monster.
Don't
made out of
reveal
junk.
too much. Do not reveal too much. We want to keep things.
No, I'm going off of what you said. Izzy made a monster full of junk and said, "Well, I made one giant monster. Let's make another one in the shape of Senor Butterscotch."
Oh wow! Apparently, I downloaded a lot of information. Apparently, here's something I've been missing on these, and I'm gonna have to go back because of this. A lot of the animatics here also had a torrent file, which apparently had a lot more than just the episode. They had the episode, and they had concept art. They had music. They had props, assets, backgrounds, a lot of stuff. Do you know they had the concept of the junk beast? Okay, I obviously realize I am not sharing my screen here, so.
Ah, monster. Okay.
Yes, they had an animatic they had a full-on concept of the freaking junk beast.
It looks very cute, honestly.
It does.
She will murder us with cuteness.
But of course, as I mentioned, also senior. Oh, that's a PSD file. Okay, does that work? Okay, the giant senior
Oh my
butterscotch.
God.
But yeah, no, it had a lot of ready to go for this, and it's really awesome to see the concepts. But also, oh my man, we missed so much awesomeness of that. Yeah, absolutely insane, Eighth Flame. It is really a shame that we did not get this at all. Unfortunately, there's also another thing we didn't quite get. I need to hit the restroom, so I'll be right back. Please go ahead and talk about ponies while I run away real quick.
So, who
Man,
else
this
thinks there was a
season-
mismanagement up above everything?
Oh god. Oh god.
Definitely, this season would have rocked if they made the rest of this. Unfortunately, the first half started off slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Slow is not necessarily a bad thing if you're gonna build up character and the premise of the season, but
Yeah, I say a lot of the past year of, at the very least, animation has been mishandled.
Okay, I am back, and wow, you ever get one of those moments where you don't realize how liquored up you might be until you stand up and, like, oh, I'm.
And you are walking like Johnny Depp on land during the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, but Johnny Depp always walks like that. Savvy. Anyway, sorry, we're gonna move on here. Let's start off with the Wild Mains. Jumping back to Wild Mains because we can. Wild Mains is on Roblox. I think we already mentioned this at some point, but apparently now that it's officially announced that you can see that the that Roblox has wild mains. Oh, apparently they also had a Christmas theme going on. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Those 3D models are pain, but it's Roblox, so I'm not expecting miracles here.
Oh, given the fact that
God, those noses.
Those snouzes, man. Jeez.
Yeah. But still, this is something we may check out at some point here on the Brony Show, the Wild Mains on Roblox. But yeah, Wild Mains is on Roblox. Hooray. But you know what else we need to talk about? More pony merch. Because even though we're done with pony merch for the moment, it looks like China is still going quite strong. With more G4 merch, including pony carousels.
If they do not have a rarity carousel within that lineup, missed opportunity.
Maybe, but they do have rarity hair clips. What? I honestly, I don't know what is going on with this girl.
What kid would wear that?
What kid would wear this? I don't know. I don't think any kid would. That looks akin to some sort of torture. And also a bunch of little mini things like, I mean literally, mini backpacks, mini art kits, mini posters, mini prints, mini books, mini pounds. Literally, you got mini paint sets.
Expensive.
You got mini paint sets. Yeah, mini paint sets, mini bags, mini purses. A lot of little mini pony stuff, but a lot of pony stuff nonetheless. Seriously, my brain is just stuck on this. Just like a full 6 set of pony clips on this kid's head. Like
if those were sentient like Toy Story, I find their existence would be, why am I here?
I'm thinking the kid is thinking that. I mean, that's the face of somebody who's just like, just smile for the camera and don't think about what's going on.
Think of the paycheck, sweetie. Just smile and wave.
Smile and wave, kid. Boys. Smile and wave.
I'm so glad you guys are looking at hair clips for me.
This is one of the few times I'm really hoping this is AI, because I would not want to put a kid to through this crap.
Yeah, that would just so annoying. Especially with it all being just down one side of your head.
Oh God, I cannot imagine. Oh, I feel for you.
Off your hair right there. Oh man, that would just suck.
If you're in trouble, kid, blink twice. Blink 3 times as they're paying you 5 figures.
Pinkie Pie and Rarity are about to fall off.
I mean, they have all 6 on there. They're gonna run out of room. I don't care how long your hair is. But you know what is long? Pony conventions. Okay, I got nothing. So yeah, I know it looks like Equestria Daily has also announced their own listings for pony conventions for the year. Of course, we have Vancouver that happened a few days ago, and HarmonyCon, Festival of Friendship, Ponies Online, BabsCon, the final, Griffish Isles, Epona Fest, China Southern Brony Carnival in Guangzhou. I'm actually excited to see this because that
is a cute freaking horse.
That is a horse with horns. That is a goat horse.
No, Drago horse.
You know, you guys are a lot better than I am. You guys are a lot better than I am, and I thank you for being the voice of good reasonability on this.
No, we all know the joke. We're avoiding the joke.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they got great handles.
There it is. Okay, we're gonna move on here. Seriously though, I am curious to see how this turns out because I mean, with China being the hotbed of Brony activity now, I'm really curious to see how the convention will play out. Of course, Everfree Encore, got Everfree Encore, Everfree Northwest, Mare Fair. Yeah, this is the one of the few that we'll talk about. Mare Fair, Galacon, Sequestria Fest. I'm actually surprised Sequestria Fest is still going on, so I'm guessing they're doing okay.
Surprised too, especially with the whole thing that happened a few years ago, honestly.
Well, there's that, and just the fact that it's in Ocean City, Maryland, and that is like freaking ridiculous to get to when you're flying in.
Yeah.
So I am really surprised it's doing well, but if it's doing well enough to keep going, you know, all power to them, I suppose. And PonyCon Holland.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of pony conventions. So if you want to see another person's list of pony conventions, including some that may not be mentioned by other lists, there is Equestria Daily with their list. And with that, that is our news. But that also means it's time for the Artist Training Ground, or our fan submissions and suggestions, to be specific, with our challenge of the week. Before we get into that, just to give our normal challenger of the week a chance to head up, as I mentioned at the start of today's show, our topic is going to be basically a massive video segment, including a lot of pony movies. Twilight Sparkle gets an STD. What the hell? Okay. I don't know, but I have to just go through my YouTube at some point. If they're, take a weekend and just go through my YouTube suggestions, because I got some weird ones, I swear. Anyway, just to one of the movies videos could not be played because unfortunately it got age restricted. So without a login, you cannot see it, and unfortunately, SciTube does not have that ability. So if you are curious, we do have the Heartwarming special of the My Little Pony the movie from Tamers, which has a combination of their art style, their storylining, how they do everything in general. So it's really all over the map.
Yeah.
It's definitely something to take with a grain of salt. It's grain of salt kind of situation, but it is still interesting nonetheless, to say the least.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I literally
click on a different frame. It's something weird.
Each one of these frames just wow.
What is going on?
I really don't know. This guy is basically a masterclass ship poster that knows how to animate. It is amazing. But this is it. They have a Heartwarming special. It's 30 minutes long. Again, it's age restricted, which I find it funny that out of everything that this guy's posted, this is the thing that gets age restricted.
It's because of the great shaped derrieres.
I'm pretty sure it's because of the pseudo gay relationship between Brayburn, Soren, and Big Mac.
Is
You're
the one that
right.
started the Brayburn Soren age restricted?
Oh my god.
Yes, he actually is.
Beautiful.
But that's just something to check out in our fan submissions and suggestions. Instead, we have the challenge of the week. And our challenge for this week by Random Wheel from you wonderful people was Super Pwn. But we also had a protest initiative challenge, didn't we?
That's correct. The protest initiative challenge this week was unwanted advertising.
Wow.
Unwanted advertising. And boy, do we get a lot of that nowadays. But
What? No.
Yeah, no, it must be me. So I did have an interesting time with this one. Let me go ahead and post this up here. This is the one I created. I started this pretty late in the afternoon because I was busy, sleeping, and then yogaing, and then making my lunch for 5 days, and then sitting around, and then making plans with Comet Starshot. And so, yeah, basically, I think I did this in about an hour and maybe some change. This whole thing.
Not bad.
Nice.
Yeah, I really am coming into my own in art, and I really like it. But at the same time, it kind of shocks me that I managed to pull this off like that.
By the way, I love the Eat at Joe's. I love that old gag.
Superheroes need to eat too, you know.
Superheroes need to eat. Yeah. So, interest in advertising and Super Pwn. Here's the story about this. And I realized I got the colors wrong, but I had no reference on what the colors are supposed to be. When I was talking to Comet Starshot, I figured it'd be funny to put him in the Super Pwn suit and have him flying around. I don't have his reference sheets anymore. Or I probably have them, but they're labeled wrong, so I can't find him. So I took a shot in the dark with what I could remember, and I realized the name is completely wrong.
The
At
main is
least.
completely wrong.
Yes.
He had a
What
white
if that?
mane.
What if that's just a superhero main?
Yeah, he just dyes it every time he goes out. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Instead of just taking up glasses and ripping off his shirt, he just dyes his mane. Perfectly reasonable for a superhero.
Well, you know, like the spray and dyes where it's like the rattle can. It's that.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't that large group sock that Sketchy made got Comet?
I think
Yeah,
I think it does, but I can't find out where I store that either. I have a massive archive of stuff, but I have no filing system to speak of. I have stuff that is cobbled together from a year ago to 15 years ago, all in the same folder, and God knows if everything is in there anymore.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I am not good.
horrifying.
It is very horrifying. I pity the poor fool who has to organize it. The problem is I'm the poor fool that has to organize it. So, but that is a topic for another day.
I thought I had a messy folder.
But yeah, this is basically me doing my best to remember how Comet Starshot looks, and obviously butchering it horribly. But I decided to stick with it anyway because random pony nobody knows flying super pony with Eat at Joe's. I love it.
I was gonna write a short story about something like this with both of the challenges, but my body wasn't agreeing with me, so to speak.
No, I get
if
that.
You want to check out the later, earlier in the discussion in What's Up Pony. I'm not gonna repeat it.
Yeah, I get you. But I'm still impressed that I managed to pull this off in just an hour and change after all of the practice and everything I've been through. So it really does show a growth in artistic talent after working on it. So it's not even talent, artistic work, and practicing constantly. Oh yeah, the Mystery Men superhero covered sponsorship. Oh, I love that. That is hilarious. Yeah, but it feels like everything has advertisement nowadays. So why not even our superhero? Yeah, he'll still save you, but you still got to deal with the Eat at Joe's banner. That's probably gonna slap you across the face. I was debating. I was even debating having like a donut at the end of it for like Donut Joe's, Donut Emporium, but I ran out of space and I was driving myself crazy with the thing altogether, so I just ran with that.
Here's what a true modern superhero would look like, especially if they were sponsored. You could not tell them apart from a NASCAR driver for their suits.
You know that's
you're
not
right.
entirely wrong.
That really
My
sounds.
thought with this is, why's he got an Eat at Joe's sign? Well, everyone's got to have a side gig now.
Yeah.
Ah,
It feels like that, doesn't it?
God anymore.
Anyway, somebody else, Toa literally posted this like 5 minutes ago. So, who is Yoa?
Yoa.
it's basically the full thing says your ad here.
Oh, you mean I haven't even gotten this advertiser? I am literally still for sale.
My God.
Wow, what kind of super?
What was the challenge? Second, what was the challenge?
It's intrusive advertising. I haven't even gotten the advertising yet. I am literally for sale and nobody bought me. I don't know how that's more insulting.
It's aspirational
and it's
intrusive
not-
advertising.
It's
It's
aspirational
not
at
even on his
best.
cape. It's on his belly where his super simple should be.
Actually, that's a little bit. Well, the belly is not so bad. It would be worse if it was on the crotch area. Yeah, or either that or that's where I'm putting my Adam and Eve advertisement. Let's face it.
I would love for
Or
what was that one that seems to be popping up now a lot?
the shaving one,
Lovents.
yeah,
Lovent. Well, really, I thought it was Lovents.
Oh, you're talking about the other
Manscaped.
sex toy thing.
Or you're talking about Manscaped. You might be talking
Yeah,
about
Manscaped.
Yeah,
I was thinking
Manscaped.
Manscaped.
I don't know. Manscaped on a pony would be really weird because, okay, I'm shaving it, but isn't that really bad for me to be shaving that as a pony?
Well, if it's too bushy, then you should shave it.
Oh, Rainstorm. Oh,
That's super cute. Yes.
Rainy just dropped some images.
yeah. So I'm going to tell. I'm tell him, her, them.
Them.
I'm showing him right now.
Yep.
So Rainy literally dropped this. This is hot off the press. Late Christmas
That
gifts,
was
by the way.
Christmas gifts, but
Yeah.
it's cute.
That is very cute.
Yeah. Back to my image. I was just like, okay,
No,
how
no,
do I?
we're not going back to your image. In fact, we're going to go ahead and show this one too.
Hi, Rainy.
Welcome.
Oh wow, Rainstorm is actually here. Hi, Rainy. You're muted, by the way.
To the madness.
Welcome to the main show.
But yeah, no, these are really awesome though. Random Furry. We got two cuddly Bat Pony and Rainy together, and then Random Furry.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
go on an adventure. There's gonna be
And then
some tacos later.
Quick,
20-minute
Rainy, grab
adventure.
my
Come
paw!
on, come on.
Adventure!
Come on, Rainy. Come on, Rainy. 20-minute adventure. In and out.
In and out, 20-minute adventure. Rainy, what do you have to say for yourself? Can you say anything for yourself?
If you want to
Are
be
they
on
in chat?
I'm
Keep
literally
an eye on the text.
I'm double checking to make sure that they aren't being like muted.
they're in the sidebar.
Rain is oofed.
Yeah, they're out.
Or currently, I am sorry, Rainy. Please go ahead and continue your work.
Thank you
Still,
for sharing with us, though, Rainy.
still
Thank you
okay.
for
I hope we're not
sharing,
interrupting your work too much, but these are awesome creations. I love this. I even
hope
love
if you're
even more that
interrupting
they're
your work. It's in a good way.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, hey, a late Christmas gift, really awesome art, and we get to make a joke about an old meme with a furry. How in the world is that wrong? I don't want to be right.
Well, to be fair, we are classified as diet furries.
A good number of pony servers are moving on to like pony furry servers, so pretty much more or less we're basically like furry zero furries now, like the Coke Zero or the Pepsi Zero, like furry zero. We're furry zero now.
I hate to break it to you guys. I'm a furry first and foremost.
It doesn't matter to me. We're all the same misfits. We're a couple of misfits. That's where we fit in.
That doesn't mean I'm
Heck,
a
if
nit.
ponies hadn't come out when it did, I would probably have a lion OC already.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have a Lion OC to tie into your CMC OC. Your CMOC.
I've still been wanting to like make a
Laziness?
persona
Okay.
just for persona's sake. Mind you, I've been kind of like knocked back to square one on that because like I was dead set on making it a raccoon for a while. And then Rambly the Raccoon
trash
came out,
panda.
and I had tons of people coming to me being like, "It's you!" I'm like, well, damn, I can't compete with that.
Yes, you can.
Well, the funny thing
you love trains. You don't like trains. You love the hell out of them.
I was telling people if I was gonna get a true persona for myself as a furry, it'd be probably a raccoon.
Oh, what do you
They
know?
love shiny things, they love
I
dressy
think
things.
Rainy does. I think Rainy does have a
Yes.
persona too.
Yeah, they do.
Oh wow, they even got the
Rainy.
Rainy hat for the.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh.
That's actually adorable.
it is adorable.
that's
But I gotta admit a bit of a weird irony that Rainy is basically a pony kitsune, and then
Yeah,
they still
they
have
are.
a fursona. So it's like so they have a furry pony and a fursona.
Yeah, it's fine.
I
There's
mean,
no
it's
limit
fine.
to
it's
how
just,
many
it's
OCs
just
you
weird.
can have, Circuit.
I
Yeah,
know
you
it's
got
just
multiple.
funny.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm gonna have
they
fun.
used
I'm,
to talk with me a lot back in the day. So
you know, I'm
it's
gonna have
good to
fun with
see them
everybody
again.
here. I'm gonna have fun with everybody here and the amount of alcohol I've ingested so far.
Persona has a pony sona.
Guess what?
Beautiful. I love
I
it.
actually do have a fursona.
Yo, hell yeah!
Persona.
Well, I have a persona too, but that was
No,
back
like
from the
a
PlayStation
persona.
era.
Persona.
Persona.
I get where he's going with the joke.
But no, seriously, I've had it for I've had a persona for a very long time, but I've had an actual relevant, more recent one actually cropped up and created, but I don't have any real.
Question:
art
What
about
animal?
That's the funny thing. Can you guess? It's not a normal
Cat.
animal. It's not a normal animal. In fact, this animal is. I can't even say it's a mythic animal because this animal is only in video games.
I was about to say.
And we were talking retro video games too.
Are you
Pikachu.
a kobold?
No. God damn it! I am not going Pokemon like half the freaking.
No, I said kobold as in.
I was talking about
anyone.
Pikachu, boy. And Kobold, I could raise the biggest argument about Kobold in the longest time.
See, now the question is like Kobold. Oh, which one?
Yeah, are you talking
type of
Dungeons and
kobold?
Dragons? Are you talking Suikoden? Do you know how many different types of kobolds there are? And there are
Yeah,
even
so many
different
different types.
species. It's really weird.
I've got a
This-
friend who's got a kobold Lucy, and like, I'm not gonna lie, she's really cute.
Come on.
Aw.
That is good though.
Circuit, are you a canine or a feline?
No.
Are you a long-nosed tapir?
No. God no. Okay.
Marsupial.
Mitsuzuni from Monster Hunter. You know, Eighth Flame, I will give you credit for going way out there. No. But that is an awesome reference. That is an awesome
Are
one.
you an Ursa?
Chocobo! Ponyman 64 is getting in the better ballpark, but not right.
Oh, you bird.
Anyway,
Are you a Koopa?
Wait,
Sally and Glowstick also. Those
Red
are
X-
also rainy
Red
related.
X7 or whatever creature.
Red X13 would be the character.
Eighth Flame.
Yeah.
Kind of. Kind of.
Dragon.
I knew it. I knew it. You're Shadow the Hedgehog.
No! No, I am not. I am not a freaking 90s edgelord. I am not pulling that shit.
Oh, are you a possum?
No.
What?
Yes, I'm the first dragon
Some sort of
possum.
mythical-
I'm the first dragon possum
mythical
to ever be
creature from an old
created.
style
Totally
game.
right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm the first dragon possum. I hoard treasure and hiss at people.
Honestly, a dragon possum sounds really good.
It does sound
Oh,
interesting,
really
but that
good.
is not me.
Could you just
A
imagine how
Moogle.
creepy it'd be? You just see one in the cave. You just see glowing eyes.
No.
And it opens up his mouth, just all teeth.
Yes, but also to the
Wyvern,
contrast
no.
of that, could you imagine just like seeing one of those like walking down the road? Because like you know how possums do that little walk that's just like
yeah, they
all-
waddle.
Yeah. Could you imagine just like scary dragon doing that? Oh my god, I love
That'd
it.
be fun. I would love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vaguely say excuse
Shadow
you.
is a
Second.
knight.
Shadow is an odd edgelord, not a
Excuse me,
knight.
Shadow isn't. Oh, Ott says, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm liquored up. Give me a break. As for what year, I'll be nice and I'll give you a year to go on, but it's not going to help you. I'm not going to give you a specific year. I'm giving you a range 1990 to 1995.
Yeah,
I'm
can't
too
be a
young,
Night
I
Fury.
don't
That's
know.
too recent.
All right. From what I know of that time
So
frame,
somewhere in Final Fantasy,
I didn't say Final Fantasy.
Are you a turtle?
No.
are you
is it-
Amtrak's Wolverine?
Is
you
it from a JRPG though?
Are you Banjo
Yes.
and or Kazooie?
I'm not a turtle, but CMC has the right idea. And I am not. Did they come out in the 90s?
No.
Yes,
well,
they
yeah,
did.
Yeah. Well, the
But
first one.
late
The first. Yeah, first one did. I think.
Really?
I think two. I think two. was 2000.
Really? I thought Banjo Kazooie was like 96.
Are you a lion?
I am not a lion. And that ain't a joke. No,
I
Banjo
don't think-
Kazooie
I
was
don't-
98. Banjo Kazooie was
Okay.
98.
Yeah, it was 98.
A bandicoot.
No,
During that
I am
time? Did
not.
Fire Emblem come out during that time?
The first one. No,
Technically,
actually-
yeah. Technically, there was a Fire Emblem that was out, but it was not U.S. released.
Are you a fawn?
No.
Oh.
I like how.
Spyro.
God is a female.
I find
deer.
it funny that we have literally derailed to this thing.
I also like how one people forgot that you basically gave a hint because you acknowledged something about Eighth Flame's thing. Then
Well,
Eighth Flame apparently forgot that you just said 91 to 95.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so-
Are you
He
Spyro?
said
No, actually,
Dragon like.
He said
Dragon like,
yes.
but
to Chocobo,
Not-
and then yes to the other thing from
No,
Not-
he said no when the dragon thing he said kind of.
kind
Well,
of.
it's like- kind
Chocobo
of
is
to
what led me
Chocobo,
to
too.
question the
So-
JRPG.
Which
Wait,
which should give
What
you
is kind of what is kind of a chocobo?
not kind of a chocobo.
An,
No.
an ostrich.
No.
No.
It wasn't kind of a chocobo. It was not kind of
Oh,
a
he's
chocobo.
still
It's
on
a
the dragon.
mythical creature.
Turkey.
You said that at the start.
Where did bird come from? Where did
Aren't
The
turkeys
chocobo.
mythical creatures?
Yes, they are.
They're mythical, but not in the way you're thinking. I'm thinking Rick and Morty mythical, where oh my, but that's
Is that
Oh,
mythical
wow.
though? Is
Oh
that
my
mythical?
God.
that is
Consider
something.
that-
Circuit.
Okay.
It's questionable.
Circuit, are
Circuit,
you
I
a
just-
chimera?
No, I am not a chimera.
Okay. So Circuit, I'm gonna try and help it sounds. So 91 95, is this from a series or a singular one-off JRPG?
Technically both, but it is a series.
Okay,
Is it the Mana series?
You know, at this point, I can't say anything. I am literally shut down because if I say no, that's a lie. Because you obviously got it right. But if I say yes, you're immediately gonna zone in on it in a nanosecond.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and the fact that I was silent for so long, I immediately have already shot myself in the foot.
Oh, right. What the fuck?
Okay, is it
What
the
creatures?
dragon that you fly in the Mana series?
You know what? You're close enough.
What is
The
it?
one that has the Soa-looking hair.
It's a Mana Beast, the Mana Dragon.
Okay.
Oh, can you get a picture?
Cole, I will get a picture for you.
You're Flammy.
Well, I have a base of a Flammy, but I have it a little more like a dad body Mana Beast kind of thing going on. I'd show you, but I honestly I don't have fan art exactly, or I don't have art created yet because it's still kind of something I'm tinkering with to get the exact specs down.
Cole, I'm giving you the wiki page so you can see the multiple different versions of it.
I can't
Mana
wait.
didn't come to mind because I never played that series.
I can't wait for this week's protest initiative challenge to be make a persona.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Speaking
Make a
of which,
brand
I just
new
wanna reshop
persona.
that.
Oh, that's really cute.
You should
And
just
look
do
at
what
these
I
different
do.
pages
Wait, who is-
throughout the time.
What is this art? Who is this?
It's not the original Final Fantasy artist, but it is a well-known prolific artist. That's all, folks. By the way, let's go ahead and focus on this thing in the content creation.
Who is this cute pony?
Actually, I forgot her name. I actually feel bad. I think it's not like Nordalai or Nearlai. So let me go ahead and be a little more specific about this. While the liquor is slowly eroding my ability to think, holy crap, it should not be affecting me this badly. I feel that. I really do. Okay. So, Equestria Daily has their weekly artist training ground. I did not do it last week, unfortunately, due to the fact that I was sick. This week, at the same time that I needed to start getting it done, I was kicked out of my house because of the power situation where they had to update they are updating our power lines, and I had no power for 6 hours. So I had to leave the house, and I did not take my drawing tab with me. So, I ended up at a Barnes & Noble. I bought drinking water. I bought a drawing pad. I bought a pad of sketch pencils. And I drew this.
Nice.
This is based off of the OC of the person that has been running the Newbie Artist Training Ground alumni group over in Equestria Daily over the last several weeks. Though granted, they haven't done the post the last couple of weeks, but I think they have been feeling ill. That's why one of the weeks was to draw Nedamai, the OC of Nedamai, who does a lot of fun art and animations. This person.
Oh,
This
Oh,
horse.
this
that's
poem.
cute.
Yes, so I drew Nedamai, but the other prompt for this week was also to draw a pony dressed to impress. So I used what little knowledge I had in regard to pencil sketching and a brand new set of pencils and a sketch pad to draw this on a sketch pad. In the middle of a Barnes & Noble, at their side coffee shop, drinking on a green tea while my power was out for an hour.
Sounds like good use of a Barnes and Noble.
And
Indeed.
honestly, it was a great use. And yeah, Barnes & Noble doesn't exactly sell art supplies, but they sell some art supplies. But they sell it next to their creativity books, which I found the sketchbook over there and a lot of books about art that I'm actually curious about. I found sketch pads. I found crochet kits. I actually had a blast at Barnes and Noble. I really enjoyed it. It was
Barnes and Noble.
it was
is
such
so
fun.
much fun. There's so much weirdness there. Like the kids' science kits that you can get there.
Yeah, and they got like
it's
crazy
so great.
Legos. They got crazy Legos you can't find anywhere else sometimes. They had the Legend of Zelda Deku Tree in there.
I can't
Holy
buy that
shit.
Simba. I really can't. I want it, but I can't.
I know.
Oh my
I
God.
absolutely know that feeling. But it was a beautiful thing. But that is what I drew. The thing is, that's not the only thing I drew throughout this week. Let's see. I think. I say I think because I can't remember if this is something I actually did post at some point, or no, I don't think I posted it yet because I'm still working on it because I got sick and work got a little bit hectic. But I have been taking art training classes, and I've been practicing on things. And I ended up with an interesting I'm trying to remember where I drew this thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of half buzzed, so my brain is not. Okay, does anybody know if when you get healthier and you have more energy, if your ADHD tends to go more wild than it normally
Yes.
would? It actually does work that way.
You got
Yes.
more energy, therefore it has more ways to go.
You know what?
Because-
I think I actually might need to see somebody about that now. I think I've actually got myself so healthy that I'm at a bad point now. How dumb is that?
Well, why you do that is because you're no longer focusing internally on stuff that's making you feel sad, because you don't feel that sadness.
Let's see. I don't recall. Did I show the one where I basically showed myself as a carbuncle in the furry mirror?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought I did. Okay,
That was last week.
I thought so. Just wanted to double check. I wasn't entirely sure. So yeah, no. So
Damn, this pony is cute.
I ended up drawing this by complete accident.
Damn. That looked good.
Whoa.
So I have been I've been watching Mount Kenyon, who does YouTube about arting and things like that, and he's been starting tutorial series about shading and layers and things like that in digital art, and I've just been following along for giggles and to also learn, and I found out about layering along with soft paint brushes, which I don't know why is it so hard for you to find out about soft paint brushes from so many different art streamers, but he pointed it out, and so I decided to give it a shot, and I ended up shading like this, which
It's basically like your airbrushes and stuff like that.
essentially it's kind of like your airbrushes, but it can also be just like paint brushes that don't use as much it starts with an O.
Opacity.
Thank you. As much opacity. So it's
Well, also it's another thing of certain soft brushes are just like, as you hold them and go longer with a stroke, they grow in intensity.
a little bit of that, but it's also an opacity thing, because sometimes to get the darker colors I have to like paint the same area 2 or 3 times. It's interesting, to say the least. It's opened up a whole new area, but because of that, I ended up drawing this completely on accident while I'm working on my next Tumblr response.
Well, also a fun trick is if you just have the base color there and you just have like black, and you do your thing of, okay, this is where I want the light, and then turn down the opacity, it works about the same where you have more control.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've lost
concern with that. Is that actually in a layer that when you go to add your cutie mark in, the cutie mark will have proper shading?
I do not know. I think I might have screwed myself up there a little bit, but I'm going to cross that bridge when I get to it.
That's the fun part, is learning.
Yep.
But I do have them all in separate layers, so essentially yes, but maybe no. I guess we'll see what happens.
We
But-
can hope.
But the one important thing is I went way over time, but it also means it's time to
That
go.
happens.
So yeah, now that everybody has exposed what my persona is, and whether you'll ever see it or not, probably depends on if I ever spend enough money for somebody to actually draw the thing. It's time for the picker wheel.
I'm glad we spent like a good 20 minutes on guessing game of Persona.
I know.
Yes.
I'm as shocked as you are.
I mean, hey, gotta give the people what they want.
I mean, we didn't get to talk about tentacle mechs or anything like that. It's very sad.
Wait, what? Oh crap! Did I miss something?
Yes, that Eldritch horror that was posted a few days ago.
What do you mean Eldritch horror? Just
I'm not gonna lie. I actually did a quick run through, and I'm not seeing an Eldritch horror. I'm actually seeing just a bunch of sketches.
just a biomech and another thing. Nothing else.
Oh, that I confused it for another thing. Or was it in Picks and Gifts?
By the way, everybody, we're gonna put a quick hold on the suggestion thing because I obviously missed this. So
I have really weird dreams. Okay.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes dreams give you the greatest inspiration, so go for it.
Like that biomech, it's just proving me walking through a facility and just kind of looking at this all like just through a facility of a.
Yeah, it must have been somewhere else. Sorry, Deathlight. I must have seen it somewhere else.
Vaguely, why?
Yeah, you are making my life so difficult. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I respect you so much.
The organism honestly reminded me of the climbing vines that you see like all over, especially in Europe, just climbing up like their buildings and whatnot. It reminded me of that, except they built a skeleton for it, and it just grew throughout the skeleton of the mechs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, it was in Backstage. I was talking about the other one in Backstage, Deathlight, sorry.
That was like a week ago when we were talking about horror.
Okay.
The horror. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead. This is still some pretty awesome art, though. It is honestly
like a year.
It's honestly interesting when you try to draw digitally as when you draw from pencil and sketching like this. It really is such a difference. And I should know
why it's such a bummer we never got the rest of the Tell Your Tales animated.
I only do like 30-minute sketching. That's all I do.
Okay, and I also clicked on the wrong thing here. So Sorry, give me a quick second. So close out my
It's kind of rough. Everything else shaded, but
All right, everybody. Well, wait.
You're in the wrong place.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Something caught my eye here, and I'm just wondering, is this real? Oh my God, it's real. No, I'll get to this in just a moment here. I think my brain just snapped. We're gonna go ahead. Let's get back into our thing here. So we got our wheel. Now, we're gonna go ahead and clean this slate anymore because we just kind of jumped off a little bit there for a quick moment. So everybody, we're gonna start now. Start fresh. It's time for our challenge of the week. What you think your prompt should be for the week, let us know. Everybody gets one prompt. Remember, everybody gets one. You only get one, but you can prompt whatever you want. We'll put them all here on the big wheel, randomize it, and spin, and that will be our prompt for artistic creation. Remember, this is artistic creation, so it doesn't have to be just drawing. It could be painting. It could be music. It could be stories. It could be whatever you want. Okay, we got dozing off. We got Circuit summoning his first zone. Jeez, making my life difficult, why don't you?
We have to see it.
Well, that could have gone better. Thank you, CMC.
And I think it vaguely had the robotic dance from Sonic 3.
Yeah, but I'm going to just ask for him. Actually, I really do like that Robotnik dance. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to go ahead and start fresh here. So if you go ahead and put it in now if you haven't yet. Oh, I forgot. I forgot something important. Trying to make sense. Did he put it in now? Because I didn't. All right, fine. Robotnik dance from Sonic 3. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Don't hold back. The Brony Show cast persona. DM, you are making that.
Man, everybody's just getting straight to the point. Gotta be creative like me.
Taking Flammy Circuit for a ride. Wow. that could go so wrong on so many levels.
He's
But
gonna take you for a ride.
you,
So take us for
you don't have a job anymore. Now you have a job.
Ah.
I like that. That's funny. Wow, we're getting a lot of prompts here. I love it. You guys are wonderful. I love it. Really quickly, while we wait for any would-be stragglers out there, there is something I forgot in my What's Up Brony that is kind of sad. We actually had a massive fire across the street from us over the last week.
No.
Oh.
It actually took out an entire Mexican grocery store, a store run by a Mexican family, and a Papa
That
John's that was
sucks.
attached to it.
Oh,
That's awful.
Yeah, no,
that was horrible.
it's terrible. Right now, they're luckily the good thing is that they're not suspecting any kind of arson or malicious play. It just looks like some burners and the Papa John's might have gone out and caused the whole thing. But yeah, right now there's just like this burned pile of rubble in the corner, and it really does suck. I mean, I didn't go to the store all that often, and I wasn't probably going to be using Papa John's anytime soon, but just having them there in case was always such a nice little... It was a nice warm feeling, especially if I just needed to walk somewhere, and now it's all gone. It's even weirder when I woke up in the morning and I was trying to drive to work, and they had the whole thing blockaded, and it was kind of funny. It's just like, oh, they got it blockaded. I wonder if something's going on, or somebody got arrested, and have it do a spin around just to go through the back streets just to get to the street, and just like, oh no, what? Wow, something smells like hickory smoke, and oh look, there's so much water on the road, and I just slipped on black ice, and oh shit, literally just connecting the dots is like, oh no, that's a fire, isn't it? Then finding out what happened, it just made it all the worse.
Well, don't worry, Professor will help. Oh, fire indeed, Hots.
Oh, damn. Thank you for the humor, though. That does help. All right, we got our randoms in. We got our spin in. Coldust has something in. No! No, you bastards!
Oh no.
No! I gotta draw that! I guess I can't hold back now.
Okay, where can we? Because Sonic
Well,
Would
3
you rather
isn't.
draw your persona?
Is Sonic 3 actually streaming anywhere yet?
No,
No.
not yet.
yet.
It's not streaming, but the song
Or-
has gotten iconic. They went through. They got full on. Well, I used to say TikTok dances, but avoid that like the plague. However, it's on a lot of social media sites, so you're gonna find that dance anywhere.
I'm waiting for the
People-
DVD, baby.
People are losing their minds over the dance.
Okay, I
It's
think
wild.
I found a camcorder rip.
Beautiful. Well, Circuit, you could have said that could have gone better.
It could have, but it really couldn't.
You
Anyway,
got you
would've
got,
been your
it's a sunny
persona
side, you got
otherwise.
scrambled eggs.
but we do have a protest initiative challenge.
Yeah.
So how do you want to protest?
I mean, I could go with the one that I've already alluded to, but I could also come up with something else if you don't want to like make a persona.
Seriously, knock yourself out. The protest initiative challenge is your literal stage for whatever you want.
All right,
Monster Mash.
all right, Monster Mash. Hell yeah, no.
Oh,
Protest Initiative Challenge this week. Locking in. Make a persona. I'll try. I'll
Don't-
certainly try.
don't
I
hold
like
back.
persona, evoker or mask.
I have no clue what you just said.
Neither do I.
You know, the evoker they use it to summon personas in Persona 3, the mask in Persona 5.
I've never played
I've
Persona.
got in 3.
All
I
right,
haven't
so
either.
just
The
so
guns
everybody,
are called
just so
evokers,
everybody knows
fella.
just so everybody knows what in the world is going on. To look up the dance. Okay, does somebody actually got a camcorder of the dance or?
Yeah,
think
it's
this is-
like it's literally ripped from it. There's that, like, if you search it up, there's people that are literally literally just have a clip of the Robotnik dance. Pretty much.
It pretty much got the best dance scene of 2024 on YouTube too.
Oh my god, Deadpool.
Well, yeah,
What?
Deadpool had a really good one too, but
But that was basically a rip
Ain't
on
no
the
lie,
actual
baby.
Bye Bye
Wow,
Bye,
Bye.
that's
baby. Bye,
a
bye,
lot
bye,
going
bye,
on
bye.
there.
I
Yeah.
feel like this is the cruelest we've ever been with both the challenges.
But the monster, well, create your own OC. That's well, Persona.
Yeah, I
actually,
hate what's the difference.
Oh Jesus.
yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
better
I
yet,
feel
you
it's
even
a
got
positive.
cosplayers doing it, so you can get a general idea of how it's supposed to work.
Well, at least for the longest while, at least one of the two always had something to do with food, and neither of these have to do with food.
True enough.
Well, actually, if you really want
Okay,
to,
I've
Just
seen-
horrifying.
I've seen
your
better of
your
that.
persona
But...
could be based on food.
Oh my god, they got a green screen of the whole dance.
Or your persona could just be a snack. Take
Seriously,
your
how
own
have
tasty
you guys
snack.
never heard of Persona 3 or even 5?
Dude, I've heard of I was in Persona before they called it Persona. They called it Revelations Persona. They called it. I have an original physical
Oh yeah,
PlayStation
this is
copy.
too.
Do not judge me on the works, which I was there when they were written.
Okay,
You can
I
judge
didn't know
me.
you knew- I didn't know you knew that far, Circuit.
Thank you.
See, I love saying that. Like, I was there before the ink was even dry.
Do not quote the deep magic, for I was there when it was written.
Do not quote. I was there.
Thank you.
I'm old. I am
Thank you.
old.
See that period?
Why,
That's
Jesus?
actually my blood.
I had no access to rated mature games until Persona 3 when I just turned 18, and that game introduced me to a world of RPG goodness.
That is a good one. I'm not gonna lie though, you're really good at try out 1 and 2 because 3 is
I
nice,
have one
but
and two
it
on
is
the PSP. I still have to play them someday.
you do
finish
3
them.
3 is nice, but 1 and 2 are not nice when it comes to the
The
story.
combat.
No, the story.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
yeah,
think
the
about
story
if you,
too,
yeah,
yeah.
if you think about it, but if you think about it, 3 pretty much a stat. 1 and 2 were their own thing. 3 pretty much, like, you can say once 3 happened, it was basically like Atlas now looks at the Persona series and is like, all right, we have a way this is supposed to go.
Yeah, they found they found their groove.
Well, that and that
reinforced out of their
a little bit
crossover,
that
and
it was a little bit that and a little bit okay. So we gave them all their dark, dreary, depressing one. Let's go ahead and give them a nice story with a happy ending for everybody involved.
Except no spoilers.
Oh, okay, 3 wasn't quite as much, but no, one and 2. You want depressing. We're talking world annihilated around you, and you
Yeah,
still
they
had to fight.
transitioned quite nicely around 3 and then into
Yeah.
4 on the.
Yeah,
4,
three. Only one person had to die, and then 4. Yeah, 4. Nobody. Well, you still had people dying, but
Well, technically,
Depends
which
on the
ending you
ending.
got? Yeah, the ending.
Ugh. Okay, drinking some water.
so
Do we
video
have to worry
segment-
about spoilers to look up the dance? No, the dance is not spoiler at all. In fact, it's kind of fun.
Thankfully, it isn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not a spoil. It's not a
Yeah.
spoiler unless you absolutely didn't want anything about the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unless you haven't watched a single trailer, you're not gonna get spoiled at all. But the one thing that is gonna one thing that's gonna surprise you is Jim Carrey is over 60 and he did this dance. By the way, twice.
Did it in heavy makeup for one of them.
He technically did it twice, so you know.
Yeah, because different fat suits and all,
Yeah,
and
so
different mustaches.
that is still impressive. In all honesty, that is amazingly impressive.